Graphing a line in slope-intercept form is a fairly easy concept. You guys have been doing this for years and years, so this video is just a quick refresher if you need one. Graphing a function is no different than graphing an equation. Remember, f of x is really just a fancy y. So in slope-intercept form, we've got a b value, that's the constant. That tells us where to begin our graph from. That's my y-intercept. So count down one space on the y-axis and put a point. The coefficient of x then, the number in front of the x, is your slope. That'll tell you where to move to find all your other points. So I have a slope of 2 over 1. So from where I began, let's count up 2 and over 1 and put a point. Oops, put a point. Count up 2 and over 1 and put a point, and up 2 and over 1. You can also count down 2 and backwards 1. Do as many as you need to see that line. Try to use a ruler. I can't use a ruler on my iPad, so I'll make the straightest line I can. But go ahead and use a ruler or the edge of a calculator. Connect all those points, draw the line all the way through, and add arrows. And there is our line. Okay, so here are a few more examples, although I'm trusting you guys know what you're doing on these. When I want to graph g of x, notice that 5 this time is my y-intercept. Even though I put it in front, it's still the constant. So count up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put a point. My slope is then negative 2/3, so I should have a decreasing line, something that goes in that direction. I'll count down 2 and then forwards 3, and down 2 and forwards 3. I could also count up 2, but I have to count backwards 3. With a negative slope, one of your directions you count for rise over run will need to be negative. Again, use a ruler to make a much straighter line than I did. But there we go. That's what that line is going to look like. Next up, we've got h of x. This time I don't have a y-intercept, or more specifically, I want to say I have a y-intercept of 0. My graph will pass right through the origin. So there's my point on the origin. My slope is 4 over 1. So I'll count up 4 and over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. Or I can count down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and backwards 1. Again, do as many points as you need to see that line, and then use a ruler, folder, edge of a calculator or something to make your line as straight as possible, hopefully so it's looking much better than mine. And then finally we have a special line. This time we just have a constant. R of x is equal to 4. There's no slope of this line, meaning it's horizontal. All I'll do is count up 4 on the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess this is the one exception to graphing 3 points. I just need that single point because my line will just be a horizontal line right there where y is equal to 4.